just never know what to say to humans. If I'm honest, I find them all a little dull.
That's not fair of you to say, Margarita. It's not their fault that they don't have the advantages of eternal life.
I know. And don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are human. Sometimes I just wish we could convert them all and give them the proper life. But you just can't help everyone.
Oh, her family emblem's on that brooch, I just realized. Just getting over here. Nope, that was all the conversations over here. Alright.
Locked.
Action points. Okay, some action Liza performs take time. These interactions will be marked with a special stopwatch symbol. Each night, Liza can spend up to 3 action points. Once the action is complete, an action point will be taken, and the night will move into the next phase. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Oh, you have to hold it.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you? Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
Could you really be vampires?
We, Lisa. You, me, the Countess, nearly everyone here at the manor. Vampires, creatures of the night, blood-sucking monsters. Your pick. Just like you read about in folktales.
Are you just playing tricks on me? Is this all a joke?
Only the best kind there is.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares?
Lisa, apparently.
Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
All right, Hussar it is. I don't even remember how it happened. Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
Bruh, really?
All right then. I'll go see if someone can actually help me.
Sorry, y'all, I got distracted. Decided to clean my nails while I'm doing this too.
Meh.
Really? Wow, thanks, Asar.
All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
I'm gonna rush so hard. You gained experience points to find out what is happening. You've gained experience. Okay. Socialize with the guests. We're gonna go through this door. Looks like a ghost tree. All right.
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well, apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us.
His eyes are green.
Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
Oh, hello. It's you, Lady in the Nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my...
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Invitation.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
Why do I feel like this is foreshadow? Y'all, I'm scared for Petya now. I feel like that was foreshadow.
But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least I truly hope you are. Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes.
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. That it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Where do I see this thing about them? Because it said freaking map's locked. This has gotta be a glitch of some sort. Oh, okay. Hussar. Supernatural. A hussar is a type of light cavalry soldier. They were stereotypically assumed to be showy with a reputation for debauchery and womanizing. In the case of hussar, the job became the name. Yeah, it did, and it said that with the Countess, Petya, and Hussar, and it doesn't show any of them. They're all locked. This game did just come out like a day ago, so maybe it's a little bug. Alright, Cabernet. Higher Society. Higher Society is a powerful governing body that introduces and improves laws and code of ethics for the vampires within their domain. The organization itself is international and often shares a common agenda. However, the areas of influence are split into counties with different local leaders, and some ruling aspects vary from country to country. Newly turned vampires are strictly prohibited from reaching out to their former families, as a risk spreading truth about the vampires to the human world. Although this rule is occasionally broken, it's considered a serious crime and invokes harsh penalties for the offenders if discovered. Death amnesia. Common side effect of being turned into a vampire is forgetting the circumstances of one's own death. Telling someone the details of their turning is discharged by the higher society, as it may cause additional trauma during the already uneasy transition. More often than not, the memory of one's own death tends to return within the first year of becoming a vampire. However, in certain cases, death amnesia may last decades. Damn. I would assume if it was like something super traumatic.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Side quest. Besides experiencing the main story, Lisa is encouraged to explore town and meet other characters. Depending on the character, Lisa may sometimes need to meet certain criteria such as specific skill or morality levels in order to start or continue with her quest.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I like her so far, Arbin.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, also Arbin has her whole thing of being just honest unless you can't.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
Oh, the ad. You saw a Starbucks ad. I forgot you're not subscribed, so yeah, you'll see ads. Kind of forgot that was a thing. I was like, oh, this is the one who invited the toy maker.
On. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
Her voice
My
sounds
lady,
familiar.
with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way.
Voice
Who
sounds
knew
familiar.
that the second time I die would be of boredom?
She has golden eyes. I wonder if that means like she was turned by a different vampire?
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar.
Not too boring. She said it was a little too much excitement.
Name is Alisa, by the way.
I knew an Elisa once.
Lisa, it's a pleasure. May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
Oh no, poor
A turn
Petya.
for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else.
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
No, of course not. Pulse or no pulse, life is just as valuable as it always was.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
What a strange question. They are equally important, of course.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed. Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Okay, Lyric Saloon. A host a gathering of people for the study and enjoyment of literature. During the salon, attendees amuse one another and increase their knowledge through conversations and exchange of ideas. Salon culture was introduced in the areas of Eastern Europe during the spread of the Francophile culture in the 18th century. Since Arbin regularly hosts these types of gatherings, her establishment is affectionately referred to as the town's literary salon. Is that true? Yeah. Russian roulette is an extreme game of chance with potentially lethal outcomes. Players load a gun with one or more bullets, rotating the cylinder so that it isn't known where the bullet is, and takes turns shooting at their own heads. Terms often used metaphorically for higher situations with difficult to predict outcomes. Cabernet is a human blood-based liquid that can replace traditional feeding for vampires. Unlike unprocessed blood, it has a long shelf life. Making Cabernet is a complicated and expensive process, highly prone to error. More than often than not, Cabernet batches fail, which is why it also requires copious amounts of human blood to create a small amount of product. Damn. Oh sure, it's unlike Arbin and Elisa, but not Hussar or the Countess. Full name unknown, status undead, address, literary salon, Main Street. Liza met Arbin at the Countess Orlova's party during her first night as a vampire. Arbin was one of the few guests sympathetic to Liza's state and offered her genuine advice. She invited Lisa for a drink in her literary salon in town. Elisa Kasparian, undead, address unknown. Liza first met Elisa at Countess Orlova's higher society party along with her human friend Petya. And yeah, they're neutral. Okay, they're at 60. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. Sorry. No. Oh, I guess there's no one else to talk to then.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
That's literally where I came out of, bro.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well.
Pretty sure it was his fault.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that.
Well, have a good night, Owie. Thanks for stopping in.
Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
Uh-oh. Okay. Hi, Tay is bae. Hello, welcome.
What is it?
Uh-oh, did she get branded?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, alright?
Why is the doctor capitalized?
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes? No. Yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Not gonna play the same, so that one's really nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this game until one of the Facebook pages I'm on shared that this game came out, and I was like, oh yeah, it was a game I wanted to play. Just now? Yeah, I found out just this morning, and then I went, saw how much it was, and it's on sale right now, so I went and bought it and decided to play tonight. And I wasn't gonna stream it originally, but some details were just getting to me, so I'm like, I need to stream this game, so here I am. Thanks for stopping in. I didn't really know much about it, because before it came out, the only trailer I saw was saying, oh, you play this new vampire, and there's choices you make, and you can romance people, and that was enough for me, so.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this?
I do like the art style.
I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but
Yeah?
from a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious. This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice.
Yeah, I don't remember how long since the sale was, but if it's on Steam, they have it on sale because it's new. So I'm gonna guess you probably have like about a month to get the discount price.
Alright. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Of course I did. Tragic story.
It sure is. Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Oh?
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
I don't like Hassar. He sounds so like stuck up.
How were you even talking with me in such a state.
The voice acting is pretty good. I was not expecting the uncle's voice in the prologue to be so deep. Kind of caught me off guard.
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Oh, is everyone a different kind of bat? Hold the right click to access vampire abilities. Well, first of all, I want to go check out some Nora lore. Thunderstorm is a drama in 5 acts by Alexander Ostrovsky, written in 1859. The play follows Katerina, a young woman who had a happy life in childhood. However, after her marriage, she ends up in a harsh, tyrannical environment and becomes a metaphorical prisoner in her new home. One of the thematic questions Katerina poses in the play is, why do not people fly just like birds? That one's a new one. Druslaka is a creature commonly associated with the water, possessing the visage of a young woman. Some regional folklore even describes it as displaying characteristics of a machine nature, I guess? How long are you playing for? I don't know until I decide to go to bed. It's past midnight. So maybe another hour or two probably, because I was up till 2 a.m. yesterday at a vampire themed event. So I was like, let's have another vampire night and play a vampire game. Probably for like another hour or two. Yeah. Whilst older texts often speak of its benevolent nature, guiding the harvests to bring fertility, the Ruslaka has become more frequently linked to death and drowning. Oh, a restless spirit seeking revenge for wrongs committed. I want to know what this looks like now. I'm gonna look it up later. Okay, right. Oh, bet. Okay, right click. I kind of like that for the abilities because that's kind of like V-Rising, where you can choose what animal form you take on.
Goodness!
Oh, she's such a pretty bat. Turn into a bat for the first time.
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
She's such a cute little bat. Okay, bat indicator. At the bottom of the screen, it informs whether bat shifting is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on a surface from above until a landing circle appears beneath you. Yes, yeah, V-Rising's fun. I found out about that game through a friend, and I didn't know it was in early development when I bought it, so I'm glad I got it when I did, because it's like 4 times as much. Oh, I mean, it's pretty nice. I played it by myself for a bit, and I was on a server with a few friends, but like it ended up just being me and one friend, and the last thing we had to do was defeat Dracula. And then we kind of canceled the server for a bit because we weren't playing it as much. And then when he was going to put it back on, the save file was gone. Battering? Oh my god. She's not Batman. She's a vampire, bro. But V-Rising's fun. Usually when I'm playing it by myself, I'll be like binging podcasts. But it is more fun when you have friends. Especially for some of the fights. I do like a lot of the new stuff they've added since like when I first started playing it. Oh.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Oh, I was like, I'm on the wrong side of the bug. I'm so fast.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
Oh, there's a human. Why is it going to turn a bat anytime, provided she has an appropriate environment and not in the human struck site? Bat indicator in the bottom left corner of the screen shows whether Liza is able to transition at a particular moment. Okay, show me it. There we go.
Shh. There. Look.
If only I had 3 coins to my name, then I'd show 'em.
He must be
They'd
drunk.
all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers.
Oh, thank you for following. I don't like what Hussar is insinuating right now.
Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman.
Oh, it gives you a definition right there. Okay.
Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me.
You're not gonna make us hurt him, are you? I don't want to get on the Countess's bad side.
How is life, Trophime?
Oh, okay. I did start playing Vampire the Masquerade on stream, so I can plan on continuing on stream there. And I'm still at the beginning of the game. I had only gotten to the second area the last time I played. Yes, I do like it. It's quite a vibe. And then I bought some other games. Hold on, let me pull up my Steam really quick. Mouthwashing, I really want to play. I found out about it on TikTok, and I was like, this would be a cool game to stream. So mouthwashing is one. Unfortunately, the twist got spoiled for me for it, but like, there's still a lot I could still experience. What was another one? I'm scrolling through my list. There's some old like games I've played that I probably want to replay. Yeah, I usually do indie games, so I wanna do I've done the Cat Lady on here. It's part of the Devil Came Through Here series by an indie developer, and I want to do his other two games on stream. I've already played them, but I want to replay them and do them on stream. And the second one is called Downfall, so I want to play Downfall on stream as well as Lorelei to do that series. I want to do the Charnel House trilogy. I played that way back in college. It's a really quick, short game. I want to do that on stream as well. What else do I have on here? Maybe Darkwood. I originally started streaming. Was the one with the girl in the cult that you saw? You mean the one that was about religious trauma? That one was Saint Maker. I played Saint Maker, and I found that out about that game through another streamer. I was watching her play, and I wanted to play it myself. The Funeral Parlor one. That one was A Mortician's Tale. I played that one. Darkwood I might play, I'm not sure. I originally started streaming because I love horror, but horror games are the only things that like I struggle to do. Because you have to interact with it, and I don't like that, and you're interacting alone, and I used to do YouTube videos, but it takes so long to edit and all that, and like you're still alone. So I'm like, well, I'll just stream it, because then I can have people interact with me, so that helps. I completed The Evil Within. I still have to play the assignment and the other DLC to that game, and I believe I bought the second game, so I would play that on stream at some point. Why did you choose play so while you have one game to play? Yeah, Sims, oh my god, Sims I'll binge, but like I have to make sure I have nothing going on for a while, because that's easily a game you can just binge for like 3 days. Sometimes I'll play Dead by Daylight with friends, although I haven't played with friends lately. Long story. Devour might be another one I might play with friends if they're okay with being on stream with me. Let's see, what else is there? Probably Dread Out. A friend bought me that before I could remove it from my wish list. I've played it before and I was terrified, and I played it on some other friend system, but I'll probably play it here. What else would I play? I already mentioned The Evil Within. Firewatch would probably... I've played that once, and that's a good game. Might as well replay it. I might do that. I swear there was more. GTFO I sometimes will stream. Hades I'll sometimes stream. Homicipher I might, because I still have some scenes I'm missing. I started playing that off stream, but like I might play some more. I just want to get the full thing. Inscription's another game. I accidentally opened that game. Oh my god. Kind of scared me. I accidentally clicked to play that game. Inscription would be another game. Because so I like survival craft. I do, but I just don't always put that on stream because the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, Inscription. I started playing on stream. I haven't finished it yet. I honestly forgot about that. Would be another one. Lethal Company I might play. Oh, no, I don't know if Pretty Lily Princess would be one. I also do like a lot of like visual novel games, and I'll voice act with friends. So we did the Cinderella Phenomenon. Let's see, there's Mouthwashing. Night in the Woods I was replaying on here, and I haven't played more of that yet. So Night in the Woods would be another one. There's like a few more. I've played The Quarry. I've streamed that. I streamed like 2 playthroughs of that. And then there's like a bunch on my wish list, but I don't remember the name of it, but there's this one game that's like has to do with like Greek mythology, but it's like a musical, and it's about a girl whose friend is a muse and dies, and she gets that last muse's powers, and she has to figure out this murder and all that. So that's a game I want to get and play on stream. I think that would be fun. So like basically anything story heavy and probably gothic or horror I'll usually play on stream.
My lord, is that you? Oh, the bottle you gave me. Highest quality. Much obliged.
I think you saw me play the Quarry Tesla Max. I'm pretty sure you're one of the people watching me during that.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. Alright, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
Uh-oh. Oh?
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
No. Half the time I'm playing, it is scary games because I'm too chicken to play them alone. So I'm like, I'll do it on stream. Otherwise, but yeah, if you like story heavy games, I do a lot of those too. And usually some of the horror games I do that are like story heavy, like for the visual novel stuff. It's mostly psychological horror, so there's not really as much creepy thing. I mean, there's some jump scares, and I hate jump scares, but yeah. But psychological horror is usually my most favorite. But if it's like any scary things, I usually prefer collab, and also I can get really funny with my commentary. Don't like a lot of gore. I'm very picky on gore, but I wouldn't say any of the games I play are very gory that much, so.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
Oh, and I think I also got some of the Resident Evil. I think I got like the first 2 games when they were on sale, and I do want to play those because I've never played the Resident Evil games before, so I would do that on stream too, probably.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
Does it work on things that aren't just human?
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, This would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons. One, people in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
What have you done?
Bro, you literally just punctured 2 holes into his clothes. You couldn't at least, like, you know, move it a little bit?
I just opened him up for you.
Watch your girlie be able to do it? Yeah, I feel like Lisa would be able to do it, but I guess we'll find out.
Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
So you got blood on
My
his
mouth,
already.
it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry.
Oh, because she's not used to the fangs, probably.
Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time.
First time newly trained vampire takes their true form and unleashes their fangs, their gums start bleeding profusely, release some of the daily leftover blood from their formerly human body. Oh, there's feeding rules. According to higher society's vampiric code, in order to feed on a human being, one must first enchant them in a private location. Not following this rule is considered to be a crime punishable by death by sunrise. So as not to raise uncertainty attention to the vampiric world, a vampire should endeavor to not drain their victim to death. Of course, accidents do happen. If such an incident occurs, the vampiric medical professionals must state the cause of death as a snake bite to avoid suspicion. I do like the glossary, especially when it comes to folklore, because I was like, I've never heard of these. Did not know about not having the glasses touched thing. And this thing with the days of the week, so I'm assuming you're going to have to pay attention to the calendar later on in the game, because it says dreams on Thursdays and Fridays are considered to be the most likely ones to come true.
It will recover in a minute.
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet.
I think it's already too late for that, bro.
Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar? Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and...
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first...
Yeah, I like Lisa too.
Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted.
Oh, what's she thinking?
I should try it on Trophime.
Vampires have the ability to impress certain things on the subconscious of their victims. In order to do that, approach the enchanted victim in your human form and press the left button once you see the hypnotism icon. The victim can't be hypnotized more than once a day. Okay, I wonder if he's gonna show up now. Oh, I went up 2 points. Because of... No. Why does Hussar not come up yet? The frick? Or the Countess? Is this a glitch? Or are they just not supposed to be up here yet? I'll look into it later. Okay.
Can you hear me, Trophime? Here is something I'd like you to do. You will start pacing your drinking.
That's not what I want. Let's see what we know about him. Trophime was the first human Lisa practiced her enchanting powers on during her first night as a vampire. Lisa saw that Trophime was overconsumed alcohol, and through hypnosis she impressed upon him to drink less. It's alive. Custodian hut near the manor. Location unknown. Oh. Oh, there we go. I was like, can I not walk past him? Hold on, let's see what we can investigate over here.
It's too dark. I can't quite make out what's inside the shed.
Locked.
I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot. Trophime seemed pretty drunk. Hope he doesn't hurt himself with this. I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot.
Girl, I just had to get you out of his sight before you go bat. She's so adorable as a little... I want to know what kind of bat that is. She's so adorable. I wonder if... Uh-oh. I wonder if she's
What was that?
I wonder if she's a fruit bat since she smells blood to be like different fruits.